Hello and a wonderful good day to everyone out there. This is XM Live Education with the Advanced Room. My name is Frank and I'm welcoming you here at XM Live. And as well, special greetings goes today to our YouTube viewers, which are live with us today. So very welcome as well to you. And of course, as well, the greetings as always going to our viewers here at xmglobal.com. To this specific session, actually, we're talking today about crypto trading. Yeah, crypto is quite an interesting topic, I have to say, um, because it is everywhere. It is always present. It is not moving since a long time, and still we are having the impression that it always could start to move. So this is really like a very interesting and a very interesting asset in terms of trading, and we do have as well here at XM Global a broad variety of crypto assets. And first of all, I would like to go through with you how to bring them into your platform. If you don't know this yet, I mean, I'm in the advanced room. I know that you are probably already well aware of like how to put the assets into the MT5 here. But anyway, maybe we also do have some new users here on the YouTube, especially that are about to start trading, and then maybe it's not too bad if we shortly go through that. It also doesn't take a long time, and then we're going through the different kind of crypto assets and looking then at different what kind of trading opportunities do we have. Anyway, if you say, hey, I get so bored about this crypto stuff, you talked a lot about crypto right now, so let's go into another topic. No problem. Just give me a sign, give me a message, give your questions into the chat and say, hey, I would like to check the cable. I would like to know like what's going on with the euro US dollar. What could be the implication of this afternoon's like NFP meeting? No problem. Just ask and I will incorporate it in the session. So this is the big advantage here at XM Live Education, that you can interact with us really live. So we are getting the messages sent out, and I have here, the smartphone with me as well, of course, and looking at if you are sending us in some information, some questions, so that I can react as well in an appropriate time to your questions. Okay, so let's get started. Right mouse click, press to the symbols, or use just the shortcut Control and U to get the symbols open. And then you find here the variety of trading assets XM offers to you. And here you find already like cryptos in the ultra low account. Ultra low account is very important um, to mention that in the ultra low accounts at XM, you find a lot of assets that are having no spread. No, that's the wrong thing. They have spread. They don't have like the swaps. This is the right thing. The swaps, the overnight costs. The spreads, of course, they're always there. The difference between the buying, the purchasing, and the selling price, the spread is always there, but no swaps. And this is also counting for crypto. And this is why here trading CFDs at XM is such it's really a great thing, because, and I will show you this. I'm selecting now, first of all, and then I will say symbol, show symbols, and then you will see they are going directly in our market overview. So we have all cryptos now loaded in the platform, first of all, and you see already the Bitcoin Cash. Here we placed yesterday in our session with Stanley. I placed a long trade because it doesn't look too bad, honestly speaking, right? So we are seeing here as well from a technical perspective, um, it is in an uptrend, right? So you see here a pretty nice uptrend. Problematic is a little bit that we are, technically speaking, at we have been at a resistance, and this resistance is the initial or the origin of the downward movement. So the thing is, and this is also why I placed the take profit here exactly in this resistance, because I would have to assume that this was an impulse that we have been seeing here in August, and that we are seeing here right now, this uptrend, that this is a retracing uptrend, actually. Yeah, that this is an not a real, like the real trend direction at this very moment, but this is maybe just correcting or retracing the impulse to the downside. And if this is the case, what I could imagine is that we maybe see another spike to the upside, building something like a double top. And a double top is a formation that is bringing you very often again on to the selling side. Yeah, so this is a signal for getting weaker markets. Another thing that is at the moment, let me not doubt yet, but it is already kind of a sign that is not showing that much of a strength. We had a very high RSI. RSI is like the relative strength indicator. And it is like comparing the current price with the price development over the last periods. In this case, it's 10 periods, what I'm having here. And the reading is if it's above 70, it is about like kind of overbought. So that is too, the price was too fast advancing in the last period or in the period that is measured. And it is likely that a retracement is coming, that this is what we have seen. And now the big question is if we are breaking here below and seeing further weakness coming into the market, which would have put or which would put our trade at risk here. And this is also why I'm protecting the position here with a stop loss and saying, okay, if we are dropping here below, I would like to be outside of the market because then I would have to expect that the impulse to the downside is going to be accelerating again. And we are hitting then maybe the support levels here between 160 and $172, yeah, in the Bitcoin cash market. But let's see. I mean, this is, I would call it a 51 to 49 chance that I'm getting into the profit because we are having this trend situation. We have the price rejection. Yeah. So if we go a little bit closer into the market, you see the market is buying the bottoms. This is why we are putting us here a little bit below the lows. But if we are, breaking here now above, I think we have a fairly good chance that we are seeing again a double top, or that we are seeing at least a rally up to the top here. It's a tricky trade. We will see what's going to happen. Yeah. So guys, if you are seeing us here, so I'm getting as well a first question I can recognize. It's coming in. Here is Divokit asking for what's the forecast on gold. So let's get into gold, and as well a big warm hello to Don Mick at YouTube. It's great that you are joining us here, and let me quickly as well have a look into our XM Global platform, who we are having here with us already today. And of course, I'm hoping as well to you guys from YouTube later on joining us here on the XM Global platform for continuing the session. And we are having here already Gold Boy is here and Trevor is here. So also a very good day to all of you. Let's check gold out. We are anyway finished here with the Bitcoin Cash. So let's do a little bit of a forecasting for gold here. And guys, I tell you, this is going to get an interesting market, I have to say, because what I'm seeing at the moment is that in the gold market, and I don't see it on this chart here. This is just the price chart, of course, but what I'm looking often about is the investor, no, the analyst, meaning the kind of the sentiment situation that we are seeing. And I'm showing you as well immediately, showing as well in a second. I saw it already. I was recognizing it already. Okay, thanks a lot. And I'm looking at the sentiment of the analysts, and the analysts are actually very, very much bearish on gold. And guess what? If too many people, if too many analysts are actually going in the same direction, it's very often a counter signal to the market, so that I would have to expect that gold is now at least going into a kind of a retracement situation, so that we are coming a little bit higher, maybe into the area 1,860, maybe as well into the area of the breakout levels, which are actually at 1,880. This could be a situation. You hear a lot of conditional when I'm talking, right? I mean, uh, nobody knows it really how it's going to happen. But what makes me at the moment thinking about that here we could turn into the bullish area, it is actually the sentiment of the analysts. Not so much the indication. We don't have a bullish divergence. We see the momentum didn't really fade out of the market yet. We still saw a lower low as well on the RSI. If we would have seen here a higher low with making in the price chart a lower low, it would have been a much stronger effect on me. So I'm at the moment have to decide whether we are seeing here kind of a retracement that is like just pausing for seeing another drop of the gold price, because of course the trend is to the downside, or if really like the sentiment is changing here totally, and we are going to see a market that is again rallying to the upside. So let's quickly check the sentiment. This is my sentiment analysis I'm looking actually always about, and I'm seeing here a very, very nice situation at the moment on gold, that we are still from the short-term sentiment. This is how the traders are positioned. The private traders are positioned very much to the long side already. This is what a chart here, this small chart here on the in the middle on the right side here, where I'm with the mouse right now, showing to you. As many private traders are losing money more than are making money, I'm rather taking the opposite direction. So if I'm recognizing that so many traders are long position, I'm rather looking for the short position. So what I'm waiting for me, a trigger is if we are here dropping below the zero line. So meaning that the buying sentiment of the traders, of the private traders, and this is data that you can get out of the XM website actually, that the private equity traders are moving from a buying to a selling position. If this is going to happen, like we have seen it here on the 21st of on the 20th to the 21st of September, if this is going to happen, then I'm looking for changing or for putting a long order in the system. Similarly, what we have seen yesterday on the DAX, we were shifting from a buying climate to a selling climate, which was leading me into the position to open a buy position. The same thing would happen in gold. It's not yet there. We are still far away from the zero line. So I would wait still at this very moment to say and stay at the moment with rather the short sentiment, the short head on my shoulders. But because we were dropping so far already, I would be hesitating at this very moment to open immediately a short position. I would like to see a rally before I short it again if the sentiment is continuing with me. And let me show you what happened on the 21st, 22nd of September, when exactly this sentiment shift happened. And you see the market was shifting to a buying market. And from this onwards, we were dropping like a stone to the south, to the north, to the south. Now we would be waiting for that actually the sentiment is dropping to the south, that the gold market can rally to the north. This is actually this what we are waiting for right now. It's not yet there. So I would be waiting and at the moment just seeing what the market is doing. This can happen tomorrow or on Monday or next Tuesday or maybe not at all. And we are still keeping further the short side. And if we are seeing a further momentum increase to the short side, this would bring us as well into the direction of shorting this market. So let me quickly check if we have another questions out there in the YouTube area or in our like XM chat. The sentiment shows 66 to 34 at this very moment. Okay, this might be. I can also in this context, when we have the comment already there, quickly show you where you find it. So you go to xmglobal.com, and at xmglobal.com, ladies and gentlemen, you are having a huge information portal here in research and education, markets overview. And when the markets overview is opened, you have a chance actually to get into the snapshot of each asset XM offers. Not for every asset it makes sense to look into the sentiment, because of course there's assets that are more popular, more traders are attracted by, and there's a little bit as well of um, exotic markets where only some traders are interested, and of course where you have more people interested, the data are much more reliable or significant.